Hey, hi. I'm doing the 2015 Vermont Venture Challenge, and one of the things on the list is to make an emergency kit and list what's on it. So I'm going to do mine by video, because I'm getting ready to do the Bitter Pill, and I always carry an emergency kit in my bag, but every year for the Bitter Pill I have to take out my equipment and check it, and it's a little bit different than a kit that I would take every time I go out, but it will include a lot of the things that are in my everyday kit. So anyway, emergency items, the team first aid kit, and this is for 2 people, but I'm the one who carries the first aid kit, and it's pretty similar to my usual first aid kit that I have in my bag all the time. These are mandatory 1-inch bandages and 3x4 gauze pads. These are 4x4, so you're allowed to have those. And everything's sealed in plastic, so keep it nice and clean. And then it goes in another plastic bag when I get it all put together and in my red emergency stuff sack, which always goes in my pack. 2x5 yard gauze roll, and I have 2 sizes of gauze roll that are equivalent to that. And adhesive tape, 1/2-inch adhesive tape, there's a roll of that. Tweezers, which I keep in my tool bag because I keep those on a pocket knife with lots of little things, so it's got toothpick. There are my tweezers. Antibacterial wipes. Iodine tablets. Actually, it's aqua tabs, which are not iodine, I think, but chlorine. And this also has bougie wipes, which are good for poison ivy. And then required is ibuprofen, but I have ibuprofen, acetaminophen, Benadryl, Imodium, and salt tablets, enough for 2 people for a day. And then required also for emergency gear. These are not required, but you should have them if you're going to be doing first aid. These are clean latex gloves. Nobody in my party has a latex allergy. So I use the latex when I know who I'm with, because I have a lot of them and I want to use them up. Also required is one of those silver blankets, because when you need one, you need one. I have in my emergency kit a tick key, which will remove a tick if I have to take it off. A lighter, and I've tested it, because sometimes you have a lighter that doesn't work, so you should test yours. Specific to me, not required for the race, but I should have them, my inhaler and an EpiPen, because I have some allergies. Required is a glow stick and a zip tie to attach it to the pack with. Our gear list, mandatory emergency gear, includes a mirror. I often carry a mirror wrapped in some plastic that I can use for fire starting or water carrying or protecting things or whatever, but I'm just going to be carrying this mirror because my compass mirror is acceptable for the race. And of course I'll be carrying the compass and all of that nonsense. Here's my whistle that I'm going to be using. This is my winter whistle. I can't find my summer whistle, but as long as you can find one of your whistles, you're good. And this is not part of my emergency kit, but it's attached to my whistle as my ranger beads. Also in our emergency kit, when I go in winter, I would take fire starters and hand warmers, but I'm not going in winter. So, and the likelihood that I'll need to start a fire is pretty low, so I'm leaving those at home to save on weight. I have a water filtration system, which is a little on the heavy side, but race management has advised us that we're probably going to need something to treat water this year, because we're going out in the dry wilderness. And then, of course, Emergency gear also includes the right tools. So in here I have a multi-tool and a combination tire pump and inflator. I have a CO2 thing. I have some Mylar and patches that will help fix up a tire if I need to. I have tire irons, and I have a multi-tool with wrenches and a chain breaker in case a chain needs to get broken and put back together. So outside of the inner tube, which is with the bike right now, that's pretty much my emergency kit for my race tomorrow.